Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us today for our webinar, Painless PCI Compliance. I'm your host, Valerie Longo, the Marketing Coordinator here at CentriNet. We're very excited today to be showing off our newest solution, StillSecure's PCI Compliance solution. Our presenters today are two of my favorite people at StillSecure, Brian Herman and Jeff Hansen. So before I hand the presentation off to them, I've got a few quick housekeeping notes. We will be recording the session, and I will be posting it up on our website later this afternoon. That's at www.centrinetcorp.com. And we will be taking questions at the end. So if you have any questions, please use the question box on your GoToWebinar control panel, and we will get through as many of them as we can at the end of the session. Okay? And with that, I will hand it off to Brian and Jeff.
Well, thank you very much, Valerie, and again, thank you all for joining us today, and a special thanks to CentriNet for facilitating this webinar. Addressing security and regulatory compliance is a challenge for organizations of all sizes. And really, technology is only one small component in a comprehensive strategy to address PCI. Today, we're really going to take a look and review how our managed security services deliver not only the technology, but more importantly, the resources, the expertise, the processes and controls to address PCI. So just real quick, a little background on who StillSecure is. We've actually been in the security space since 2000, and ProtectPoint, who was acquired by StillSecure a year and a half ago, has been in the managed security space since 2004. So we've been definitely at this for a while, and supporting many industries. One of the key industries that we actually do support is the military. So we're doing a lot of work with the military and helping them with our safe access product. As well on the managed services side, everything from intrusion detection prevention, log management, monitoring, file integrity monitoring, a lot of those which Jeff, our sales engineer, will go through here in just a minute. But many accolades over the years, and a strong suite of solutions to assist our customers. But really going to the main value proposition, specifically for the managed services side, it's really not downplaying the technology. Technology is obviously a very important component to what we do. But at the end of the day, we are really a customer service organization that is delivering the resources that are there 24/7, 365, actively monitoring the events generated by the system, and working with our customers based on an established incident handling policy to proactively take action to protect their environments and inform them what's going on. So we're there 24/7, 365, so you can have holidays, go on vacation, rest at night. As well, we bring to the table, as it says there, strong methodologies and processes from our experience, not only with compliance, but in security as a whole, as well as seeing events across all of our customers. We're able to leverage that active information that's taking place in the wild and leverage it to proactively protect all of our customers. Of course, to do business with the military and with any banking, finance, e-commerce today, it's very important that you have SAS 70 Type 2, which is changing next year to be an international standard, which we will adhere to. And Jeff will speak to what we're doing in regards to PCI compliance and working with some QSAs. So very strong procedures and processes in place to deliver our solutions to our customers. And again, going back to customer service and support, some of the things that have really set us apart from the competition is our responsiveness to our customers. For example, when you call into the Security Operations Center, there's no phone queue. Press 1 for firewall, 2 for IDPS. You will have a live analyst answer the phone within a couple rings. They're going to authenticate you and immediately take your request. And firewall rule change will make that rule change right there then and with you. And active monitoring, live monitoring of all events that are generated, whether that be from IDS, IPS, log management, file integrity management, you name the technologies. We are real-time, actively monitoring and responding on behalf of our customers. And with that, again, just wanted to give a kind of a quick overview of who StillSecure is and I'm going to turn it over to Jeff Hampton, one of the StillSecure security engineers, who is going to talk more specifically about PCI Complete and PCI in general, and how we're helping our customers address the challenge of meeting the regulatory compliance of PCI.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. Welcome again, everyone. My name is Jeff, and I'll be introducing you to StillSecure's latest fully managed PCI compliance solution that we're calling PCI Complete. But first, I just want to take a step back and quickly talk about what exactly the PCI DSS is and how an organization knows that they are actually subject to this standard. So the PCI DSS stands for the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, and it was developed by payment brands such as American Express, MasterCard, Visa, and a few others. And excuse me. And basically what they've come up with a set of requirements for security, management, policies, procedures, and network architecture, and including software design. So essentially, at the end of the day, it's really intended to help organizations proactively protect customer account data, aka credit card information, and to also minimize the chance of compromise with that data. And we all know what happens, unfortunately, when there are breaches and compromises, that there's loss of reputation, loss of customers, potential financial liabilities. So, and a quick side note, a study was actually done, and most post-mortem compromises revealed that the weaknesses in security that are addressed with PCI DSS were actually not in place with the organizations when the compromises occurred. So now, compared to HIPAA and SOX and FSMA and all the other compliance standards out there, PCI is actually considered the gold standard as it goes into great detail with the necessary policies and procedures in order to protect the sensitive data. It's very, very detailed. And so if you're PCI compliant, you're most likely, in general, compliant with all the other standards that are out there. And this is one of the main reasons why StillSecure actually started tackling the PCI standard, because we knew it was the gold standard, and we're just going to work down through the other standards once we get this off the ground. So now the next question, does my organization fall under PCI? Well, it's really plain and simple. Any organization that have components which store, process, or transmit cardholder data is subject to the PCI DSS. It's really pretty straightforward. Now, currently, the PCI DSS standard is version 1.2, and starting January 1st of 2011, version 2 will be implemented. We already have a copy of that, and we're reviewing it, paying particular close attention to the specifications around cloud environments, which we'll touch on a little later. So now that we know that we're subject to PCI, let's say, what is the next step? Do we attempt to do it in-house with the current IT staff? Do we hire specialized personnel? Do we outsource? Where do we start? It really is a lot to take in. There are 176 specific requirements that need to be met, and it does get confusing, and there's a lot of moving parts. So now you might be thinking, great, here we go again with just another piece of technology that it's going to claim it's going to make me PCI complete. Well, actually, we took a different approach to this, and we took a more holistic approach towards PCI compliance. So instead of mapping existing technologies to requirements, we designed PCI Complete from the start to provide not only the technology, but the processes, the procedures, and the personnel needed to get and stay compliant. So, and then we took another step further. In addition to that, we actually we partnered with a QSA, which is a Qualified Security Assessor, Coalfire, and they're just not your typical, I would say, they're not your typical QSA. They are known for really enforcing the rules when people get compromised or breached. They're the ones that are out there trying to figure out what went on, things like that. So it's not just the QSA that we picked out.